Hi, this is Natasha with Make Up Your Mind with Natasha LaFay. As you can see, I am out and about. This kind of reminds me of my olden days of recording videos in my car. I may actually upload some of those videos to my channel as a flashback Friday. Just wanted to say hi. Thank you for clicking this video. If you are not already subscribed, go below and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. I included a portion of this video in my travel blog, but wanted to make this a separate video as well, just for those who can relate to it and make sure that that was included on my channel. So again, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you're from, how you feeling. If you have a channel, let me know. I would love to subscribe as well and offer you some support. We all have to build this thing up together. So again, thank you, and let's get going. Bye. Wanted to just come and talk about a few things, not my normal makeup setting, but a couple of things that I just have been able to think about while on this trip. One is how peaceful nature is. I always find peace when I'm around mountains and when I'm around water. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to just get away a little bit, to kind of recharge my battery. Here we go. It's one thing that I want to talk about that I think is important for me to talk about, not only for other people, because I know other people are going through this but they don't talk about it, but for myself. I think I need to say these words out loud in order for me to know that I am closing a chapter and moving on. Divorce sucks. I don't really know how else to say that. It does, and people, I'm finding, don't talk about what separation looks like, don't talk about the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, the changes that go along with that. And I'm going through all of it. I have shared many times in my other videos as far as me going through transition, and there are a lot of emotions that go along with divorce, separation, that mirrors the grieving process. For me, I knew that I made the right choice in deciding to separate. I knew that it was time for me to be honest with myself. I knew that the situation wasn't healthy for either of us anymore. And I knew that in my heart I was making the right choice. And it took me a long time to find peace with that decision. This is tough, actually. I'm drawing a blank. I held off on making the decision for a very long time because I felt like some part of me was broken because I couldn't make it work. A part of me was wrong, a part of me was sinful, a part of me was non-Christian because I had made this vow and I was trying to stick it out, but I knew in my heart that I wasn't happy. And it took a lot for me to find peace with that decision. It took a lot for me to be able to find peace with my kids' involvement in that situation, knowing that not only was I making a decision for myself, but also that was greatly going to affect my children. So I did make the decision, and in going through this process of separation, I'm realizing that even though you make a choice, and I know that I'm not the only person out here going through this, even though you make a choice does not make your feelings and emotions null and void. It doesn't mean that you're not hurt by the situation. I did not get married to get a divorce. That wasn't my plan. I don't think anyone plans to get married to get a divorce unless they're a millionaire and you're waiting for them to die or something like that. But no, I didn't. That wasn't my plan. That wasn't my intention when I made that vow. Whatever the circumstances surrounding that, I wanted it to last. And one thing that I'm realizing is that oftentimes we make choices and then ask God to bless it after the fact. And that was this is tough. It's tough. We make choices and then we say, God bless this and make it perfect and help me. And I know that there are circumstances where your will may luckily align with God's will, even though you may have jumped the gun a little bit. But a lot of times, God will let us navigate through things until we can get back on course with what His plan is for our lives. So I feel like the blessings that came out of that situation obviously were my 2 children, but I feel like I am not the same person that I was when I made that decision. I am not the same woman that I was when I was in my 20s, and I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. I'm getting to know myself a lot better. I feel like in my 20s, I had no identity. None. Like, I had no idea who I was. I had no idea what I wanted. I wanted a baby because I wanted something and someone to love unconditionally and that will love me back. And that was my focus. And kind of everything else fell into place after that. But I'm not that person anymore. And the main thing, and I know I've been going through the ups and downs, the emotions of this situation, calling my mom in tears. But one thing that stands out to me that she keeps saying is that I have to forgive myself. I know that I've made bad choices in my situation, and I definitely don't blame the other party for the outcome. I think we equally share a role in that. But I have to forgive myself for a lot of things. And the main thing is forgive myself for not upholding the image that people had of me. The relationship that I was in, a lot of people saw as couples goals. And that's hard because when you're outside projecting that everything is great, but you're knowing that it's really not, it's difficult to speak your truth and live in your truth. And I really had to push past wanting to keep up an image, push past wanting people to see me a certain way, and choose to live my life for me. So this has been a journey. It's been a long transition. It's been hard. I've had lots of downs, lots and lots of downs in this situation, lots of tears, lots of grieving of what could have been, what should have been, what vows I made and what's not anymore. The revamping of what my family looks like. But on the other side of that pain, I have found so much peace. So much peace. And there used to be guilt attached to that. I used to say, I feel peace, but I feel bad that my kids don't have both parents. I feel bad that I didn't stick it out. I feel bad that I didn't uphold that image. But now I realize that my life is bigger than an image. And I owe it to my kids for them to be able to see what true happiness looks like. I owe it to them for them to see what a true happy relationship looks like. And things are changing, and my kids are recognizing that things are changing, and my ex has moved on, and that's been an interesting process. And my kids are being able to see different dynamics of who we are as individuals. So I'm happy that they're able to see growth in either of us, even though there is grief attached, anger attached, lots of emotions in the grieving process attached to the transitions. I'm grateful that we are finding our own journeys. And for me, my journey looks different, but it's mine. So I just wanted to share that, one, to get it off of my chest, but also for anyone else out there who is dealing with divorce, separation, breakup. There is a grieving process that happens. There is a shift that happens for you emotionally. But if you're doing the change for the right reasons and you're seeking God in your decisions and you find peace in the decisions that you've made, you know that you will get through those challenging times. So I'm saying all of this to say that it's been great to be able to take a breath, to be able to wake up in the morning and not have dread or stress. It's been great to be able to say, you know what, I'm happy. Like, really, I am happy. And people around me are noticing that. People around me are noticing the shift in just my mood, my personality, my growth. So I know that weights have been taken off of me and that it's up to me to decide what the next phase of my life looks like. So I'm enjoying this moment, being here, having some clarity while I'm away in Arizona. I started looking back at a book that I've been writing for a bit and reading some of the things that I wrote. And I'm like, you know what? I'm a pretty good writer, and really just trying to focus in on things that I'm passionate about and not feeling like I have to get caught up in just the day-to-day life of going to work, coming home, taking care of the kids, etc. I really want to pursue those dreams that I have for myself, especially as we're coming up on 2020, to focus on me and being the best person that I can be, and knowing that I'm free to be able to do so. So I challenge you guys, whatever is on your heart, any challenges, any struggles that you're going through, I promise you that there is purpose behind your pain if you use it. If you use it as fuel to push you forward. I'm not saying that the pain will be temporary. I'm not saying that it won't hurt as bad. We all go through our own circumstances and situations, but it won't last forever. So I'm grateful that God has blessed me to be able to see joy in the midst of the pain and the difficulties. And I know that as I continue to move forward, it'll get better and better.